Engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat, on the Fastlane, so sleek, gotta rev up, hit the street, ooh yeah, Fastlane, all night, feel the speed.
And we're back in the Fast Lane, proudly brought to you by Betterfy, and back in our studio.
Ah, yes. Nice and comfy.
Whoa.
Feels like.
I think I might have got under focus there. I just tried to lean back into my chair.
Sit still.
Also, it's Formula One racing. MM93 is now the champion. So well done to MM93. And there's still plenty of
Tied with Valentino Rossi, by the way.
Yeah, 7 championships. Wow. And then let's talk Formula One. We go to Singapore. Max Verstappen on a roll. Very funny, and I only was made aware of it today when you were talking about it, about the van that Sainz hired.
Yeah, no, it was quite a funny story. So obviously, Carlos Sainz got put in for Williams.
Yes.
They normally like to celebrate. I mean, they don't have a lot of time to celebrate.
Sure.
But they were hoping to get on Leclerc's plane and fly back to Monaco and go and celebrate. But Leclerc felt that with the turbulence, and the captain said, look, it's going to be quite bumpy. Rather drive. So obviously Sainz was like, I'll take the bumpiness. But Leclerc's like, no, safety first. But obviously George Russell and Mr. Wolff, they flew ahead of them because they stay in the same area.
Yes.
And the two of them went to go to the rental company, and they ended up renting. And it's just so funny because it happens to us all the time. When you expect to get a nice rental, what do you get? A panel van, like something like an i10 or something, you know. So, the two of them drove back.
Sad news on the loss of Lewis Hamilton's beloved dog Roscoe, who unfortunately passed this week. I saw the Formula One world just pour outpour of love for Lewis and his brother. And I think as a pet lover, if you're an animal lover and a dog lover, it's a tough thing to do. It's a tough thing to have to put your dog down, or especially if it's suffering.
It was like the mascot around the circuit
100%.
In the pits and stuff.
And we had to do that earlier this year with our Lexi. We had to put it down, and it's for the family. It's the first time my girls got to experience what it's like to lose a family member. And we sat with her when we had to do it, and it was really traumatic for the family. But now we've got Roxy who's running around, and she's not here at the moment, but that's because she'd be on top of us, literally, in the studio. So let's also just quickly talk about, besides the fact that Formula One's this weekend and we go to Singapore, we've got Max Verstappen looking for, well, he's looking to win, definitely.
Yeah, look, it's a car that's not suited to Singapore's street circuit. I mean, almost 5 kilometer race distance. 5 kilometers, is long for a street circuit. And you see the drivers, they take a huge amount of strain at this race. They're literally in ice baths in between sessions, so it's physically demanding. They lose between 2 and 3 kilograms of weight in the race. It's funny for me, his former teammate holds the lap record. Daniel Ricciardo holds the record there. So he's become an ambassador now for Ford. I saw
that. I saw all on the social media.
But I think Max, again, he's going to have to really try and perform outside of the car's potential. The slow corners just doesn't suit the Red Bull.
No.
McLaren, Lando Norris, obviously previous winner, Oscar Piastri, also right up there in third last year. So the two of them are going to be competitive off the bat. All that Max can hope is that maybe George Russell, who's normally quite good around that circuit, can get in between the McLarens, or somebody else can do something.
I had some amazing toys from the Formula One world. Obviously, there's loads of motor racing this weekend. Well done to everybody, because we're going to touch on that shortly, because Shane Williams was laid to a challenge. Somebody laid a challenge to Shane Williams. He took up the challenge. Shane's never shy of taking up a challenge. He took the challenge, and we'll give you those results and that story in a bit. But I must tell you that this week I got my hands on for the first time the new Oakley Houston Metas. They're not officially in South Africa, I can tell you that, because of the fact that Meta doesn't work 100% in South Africa as yet. Actually, many countries around the world, they battle with Meta and the full application of Meta.
Didn't know that.
But they've been mind-blown, because it means that now when we do reviews, we can do it without having to put cameras in the car. We can literally do it from the glasses. Literally have the glasses on when it comes to the Cape Classic hill climb coming up soon. We can have the glasses on. And point of view, you can actually go live with the glasses. Alex, who, by the way, congratulations on amazing news this week.
Dropped a knee.
Our head of production, he's got engaged this week. I hope he doesn't mind us sharing with the world, but congratulations. But we were playing around with the settings on it, and you can actually live stream from it to Instagram and Facebook, etc. So looking forward to having fun with that coming up soon. And then we took that device, we also popped into a very special premium product launch for Hisense, who will be looking after us as well in the near future. We're putting various panels and screens up in the studio, but we popped in to have a look. Let's have a quick squiz.
Look where I am. I'm at Simon's Art in the most beautiful part of the world, Groot Constantia. And guess what? We're here because, just recently I made a purchase of a really big TV. They say 100 inches isn't all of that. Let me tell you, it is. In high definition, it is absolutely stunning. So I've just bought a Hisense 100 inch, and I thought, why not have a look at some of the other products that are on offer? So come along here to Simon's to come and take a look through some of the amazing products that are on showcase here today. And when I talk about products, I had no idea, John, you'll love this, how many products Hisense actually has on offer, from mobile technology all the way through to household appliances and smart household appliances that talk and interact with you, all the way through to some of the best definition TVs in the world. When we're talking about watching premium soccer, you and I love soccer. I know Real Madrid's the partner for Hisense, but there's nothing like watching Liverpool on one of these screens. So just have a look at this, 116 inches, right? The largest of its kind. It is just behind me. Look how beautiful that screen is. I mean, that is just when I thought 100 inches were enough inches, they make 116. So guess what I'm going to have? I'm going to have to add one of those. Bless you, sir. Looking around, they've got some simulators over here so you can get behind and do a bit of racing. But like I said, the heart of luxury, smart washing, smart cleaning, smart air. They've got air conditioners. They've got absolutely everything, including something brand new that we're getting in the Fastlane studio, which is an all-new Canvas TV. Canvas TVs are the future. Basically, it's like a very easy to install flat screen Super Mac TV that allows you to be able to put artwork on there. So when you're not using it for its full intended purpose, which is to be a smart TV, you can use it to display art. How cool is that? Finally, some use for our sub-A and sub-B drawings, John, on the art wall in our studio. I had no idea that you could stay cool this summer with Hisense. Literally, they've got everything from TVs to air conditioners to home appliances. And hold on, there's even one for us, John. On the weekend we like to go to Ralph's place, let our hair down and do some karaoke. I found the perfect answer. Check this out. Wiki, wiki, wiki. Insert DJ noises. Oh yeah, ready R. No, this doesn't sound good. Ready R. Leave it to Ready D. But how cool is this? Hisense, 400 watts of power. This is exactly what you need to get the party started. I love this. Well done, Hisense. Very special day, not only showcasing some of the amazing products from Hisense, but also their significant relationship with global leaders and giants in the football sphere, Real Madrid. The Real Madrid Foundation is in South Africa, and the man who heads it up is this gentleman right next to me, Jeff. Jeff, listen, what a special moment this is, obviously for the foundation, but also to kind of just reiterate that partnership that Hisense has with Give Back to football all over the world.
Yeah, so Hisense, obviously being a Real Madrid global partner, sponsoring the FIFA World Cup clubs scene this year, it was a great opportunity for us to partner with them. They've done some phenomenal work in our incubation program, part of the Real Madrid Foundation, where we source out South Africa's best talent, we educate them, we house them, we feed them, provide them with the right nutrition, and we set the stage for them to go abroad. Today we were invited with 6 of our youth, our top talent, who came and showcased their skills here, and just a really special time for us to give back to those individuals.
Jeff, we talk about the youngsters that you look after. 200 kids fall under your umbrella just in the Western Cape. I mean, that is mind-blowing, the amount of kids that you are giving these dreams to, these opportunities to. I mean, that's hugely special.
Yeah, our focus obviously started off 10 years ago being in education, and we quickly realized that when we looked at global brands, South Africa's best brand being the Springboks, should also be able to tell you a story about why South African soccer isn't meeting the needs that it should be. Therefore, investing in the youth, providing them with the correct education, and also giving them the opportunity to excel, to be treated like superstars at an occasion like this. That's the secret. 200 in year one and 600 by the end of next year.
That is insane. And of course, opportunities like them going over and spending time in Spain. I mean, these kids, some of them have never been anywhere near an airplane, and a whole lot of them will be heading off in the next month to go and enjoy themselves and go and learn and go and thrive in Spain.
Yeah, so we, through the program, got to know the ambassador of Spain very well here, Ambassador Pascual, and one of our players is actually going for trials in his hometown in Spain. So we have a group of 26 students going across to Spain next month, and we look forward to seeing what they're able to achieve.
Jeff, to you and your team, Real Madrid Foundation South Africa, a huge thanks for the massive give back. Tomorrow's stars are made here locally in South Africa, and of course, look no further than the Real Madrid Foundation.
amazing products. At 116 inches is basically this whole
It's
wall.
massive.
No, it's
I love
huge,
it.
Huge. So huge thanks there. Now let's talk a little bit about, before we talk about the GTI challenge that you were at, let's talk about your brother's challenge. So what happened?
Okay, well, I like this challenge. I like this type of thing. I think we must do more of these in the future. But it's like sort of 1v1. Obviously, Shane doesn't come from the rear-wheel drive world of motor racing.
Yes.
So Zach Groenewald does. He's a rear-wheel drive specialist. He's a former stock car and many other championships he's won. And Nian de Toy jumped on the opportunity because I think the two of them are quite characters, and he loved the opportunity to see these two go at each other. So they managed to, thanks to Kalani International Raceway,
Thanks, Kalani. Thanks
for allowing them to do this
Paul,
little
Simon, and everybody.
move. So it was one warm-up lap and one flat-out lap. Now, Shane's never driven competitively a rear-wheel drive car.
Sure.
And also, it's a car that he's never driven before. So it was a lot of pressure for him. But as you say, give a Williams a steering wheel and four wheels, and they're going to go for it. So Zach, obviously, they did a coin toss, and
Sure.
Shane lost, and Zach went first and said, look, Shane, you go. But I love the fact that Neon, because he knew
Yes.
that these two guys, if he didn't do it properly, we're going to, there was going to be a bit of an argument. So he put the other one in the car while the other one went out and did his laps.
Yeah.
Because,
Away from the action,
Yeah,
so they,
so you
they
couldn't
couldn't
hear
see
and
or
see
hear what
anything.
was going on.
But what amazed me is when I watched them, we'll put the in-car footage of both of them. They were both on the limit trying, and they both had some serious moments in their laps. But Shane came out on top by 200ths of a second.
Yeah.
Some of the guys were saying, well, with Zach being a little bit more overweight, maybe that was the difference in the ballast in the cars. But
I think it was a great
it
effort
was,
from both of them. Well done.
Yeah, no, it
and
was
and
awesome.
that is the cool thing about local motorsport, is that
Exactly.
when you got a little bit of rivalry, or even like if the competitive fun
Yes.
aspect of being competitive, it comes out. And like you said, never challenge a Williams, because they'll be up for it and they'll go and do it. So well done to both of them.
Yeah.
And Kalani is alive and well. We love Kalani International Raceway.
Yeah, and talking about that, if you want to go and see some of the cars that Neon is building, geez, I tell you what, when it comes to BMs at the moment, he is a specialist in it, and
Well
it's
done.
quite cool. And it's nice to see the guys trying to get people into the sport.
We will take our camera crew down there soon and go and have a look at some of the stuff he's doing, because it's always lekker from our point of view to push local motorsport. Speaking of local motorsport, the GTI challenge. Now, listen, what's going on there? What challenge did you want to put out there?
So I thought about what hasn't been done. So no one's really done this challenge, and I've been testing it for a while without telling you. So I've been testing the heated seats in all the cars that we drive, right? Okay, so we've done the Range Rover Velar, we've done the X7, we've done a few other cars. But and the Porsche Macan.
Yeah.
So most of them will get the lower back warm, and
Sure.
we've been playing some early morning paddles, going for runs. So it's nice to warm the back up, get you going. But nothing beats a Polo or Golf GTI when it comes to heated
Really?
seats. This Polo literally gets so hot that you have to actually turn it down a little bit, which I love, because it really gets deep down into that low
love
back.
that.
But some of the others was like, the Range Rover for me was a little disappointing. It was just not warm enough. It was cozy.
Yes.
But it was quite interesting. So on our leaderboard so far, the Polo GTI
I've
is
got
the
to let you
hottest
try
heated seats.
the Toyota Prado. My Toyota Prado's heated seats. You've got to try them. And the nice thing is the model I have, the VXR, or the top of the range, it's heated front and back seats, and cooling back as well. So the
No
kids
ways.
can either have their seats heated or cooled.
Because normally everyone asks
Which I
at the
love.
back, oh,
Yeah.
jokingly, put my back
Put
seats
my back
on.
seats 100%.
Toyota have that?
Yeah, Toyota have that in the
Wow,
Prado,
look
the
at
new
that.
Prado. So you got to try it out. I love it. Every morning I got my heated seats on. It's wonderful. I'm just trying to think what else we've
Besides
covered.
the heated seats,
Yeah.
obviously driving the Polo GTI, it's one of the newer models.
Let's have a look.
Hot hatch, thought it was great to get around in it.
Yeah, what a nice little
So
car.
much fun, eh? You forget how much fun these little cars are to drive, and I understand why the youngsters are all queuing to get the hot hatches, because they're still very competitive, very fast. Obviously, a little bit more expensive from when we were that age, but
But fun, loads of fun, and we
Exactly.
still love to have fun. Fun is what we'll have. Continue it next week on the Fastlane. Like, subscribe, be a part of the community, and it's proudly brought to you by Betterfy. We'll catch you again next week on another episode of the Fastlane.
Beat, feel the beat. Ryan and John can't be beat on the fast lane. So sleek, so sleek. Gotta rev up, hit the street. Ooh,